Good afternoon from Malmoe. It's the dress rehearsal of the second semi-final today, and what's happening in the press center is that a lot of artists from other countries are popping up here, and we now have the big pleasure not to speak to Kuldun but to his brother. It's Dmitri Koldun, and the brother is Georgi Koldun.
George, yes, it's me.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And we have with him is he a translator and manager?
No, it's my
Friend.
Victoria. She is journalist from Belarus.
First of all, of course, Kuldun was working his magic in 2007,
Yes.
I think it was. How is he doing?
She is okay. He's okay. He's married now, and he has a son, little, named Jan.
A baby boy?
Yes.
Oh,
A baby
that's
boy.
good to hear that. Do you see him very often? Do you see him often?
Not often, because I live in Minsk and he mostly live in Moscow.
What did take you here to come to the Eurovision Song Contest in Malmö? Because you're not singing really on the stage of Eurovision. So why are you here?
Because I'm interested of music, of process. It's a big contest, and for me it's a new впечатление.
New impression.
New impressions and new emotions to do new music, for example.
And can I put some facts? George also working now with Georgi Koldun. Yes,
Georgios Kalpakidis from Greece.
He also knows Vudis from Lithuania, also Eurovision selection. So this Eurovision team is growing, and of course
Glenn
Vella from Malta. We had a tour to Malta and had some concerts together.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, Eurovision family and international cultural exchange.
You mentioned Glenn Vella. How did that connection come up?
It's sorry, I will say some words.
She knows better.
We met with Glenn Vella during Eurovision, and I sent George songs for him, and he said, "Oh, it's really cool voice and nice music. We can make something together." So we just buy tickets and fly to Malta. So Eurovision. Break borders between countries and
Indeed.
cultures.
Indeed. Well, I know that Glenn was in Minsk for the junior contest,
Yes.
vocal coaching, Nicolas party there, and that's, I think, where you met.
Yes,
No,
it was first time.
But for first time, but it was very.
This was like, who?
Magic.
Oh, it's Glenn. Oh, okay. Who it was?
So you are from Belarus, and what are you doing in Belarus? You're working with media, I guess, a singer, and you're working with media?
I work as a musician, as a singer, and TV showman. On Belarusian TV, there is an intellectual game, something like 1 versus 100. It's a Holland production, Netherlands Endemol company, and 7 years I'm
The leading and the only host of this program.
Oh, for 7 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's on top in our country.
Wow, that's amazing. Is it also in English, or you hosting it in Russian?
In Russian.
in Russian, of
It's
course.
in Russian,
Okay.
yeah.
So the reason why you're here, I think you would like to eventually also sing at the Eurovision Song Contest.
George, of course, as every artist, has such idea, and he tried himself in several national selections, but he also understands that Eurovision is special music and language and composer and production, and so it's...
And the team.
Yes, team.
At the first.
So he also come to see how this machine...
The process inside.
Okay, so it's like first testing it out and then
Yeah.
preparing and coming with a bang.
Yeah.
So that's,
It will be great, but who knows?
well, you have to try, otherwise it never comes out. So you have to go for it.
Once Koldun made this, maybe it's time to come back.
It was the good result, and
Of course, yeah.
because there was a professional team and it will be great to find something like that, good composer,
choreographer and vocalist, back vocalist. So it's in general very cool factory here. You can speak with different countries and see, oh, the best vocalist, the best choreographer, here's the best production, and you can meet everybody.
Скажи, мы сейчас интересуемся, кто с кем работает, для
And
того, чтобы понять, кому
we are now
обращаться.
interested in who is working with each other. So it's very cool that you can see everything and how countries make their show, their
Stage performance.
Yes, stage performance. So it's really very good school, especially for our country, because you know that show business in our country is a little bit another direction, as maybe Slavonic a little bit, and songs are such Russian style. As
More Slavonic than Lithuania, than Poland, and the country our neighbors.
So we want to feel this Europe style.
To like adapt your presentation of the performance on stage, that it fits with the rest of Europe.
I very like European music, not Slovenian, and I grow with this kind of music, European, American, and it's closer for me than our Slovenian music.
And George is making a special project with our national orchestra. It's called like Symphorock. And with different good singers from abroad, they making old classical hits, rock hits.
Cover version of rock hits like Aerosmith, Whitesnake, Deep Purple, and something like that.
With national orchestra, so it's a big project.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, of course, we would love to hear you sing a little bit now, if you could do that. Do you have anything you could give us an example? To sing?
So huge variety of songs to change one quickly.
Yeah, of course it's a surprise and we throw them into the deep end and just a bit of something, a chorus line.
Просто сказать, что это самое. There is a song that we have made with Georgi. It's called a song with no name. My music and his lyrics. He's very simply to. Somebody told me that you were lying under the hot burning sun. Somebody warned me you won't keep trying when all is over and done. It doesn't matter, why should I bother when I know deep inside you can go further away in one single day when all you got is your pride. And something like that.
Nice, very nice. With Yorgos Kalpakidis you have a good songwriter.
Yeah.
But would you also collaborate with other songwriters when you find some here? For instance, Belarus this year has Mark Paving from Belgium, a huge songwriter, wrote Aliona Lanskaya's Soleo. So would you also like to work together with other composers?
Работаешь с одним, а ищешь ли других, чтобы сделать что-то еще более?
Скажи, наверное, было стечение обстоятельств, что мы как бы познакомились. Я искал человека, который пишет.
So when he met Georgi, when he was in process of finding a poet who can write in English and fluent English. So this was the reason how they met. And of course now we are in process looking for good poets.
Good production of all types of parts of music production.
Especially British, because it's, you know, English language, this very tasty English language, and this all these sounds. So we are looking for such people, of course.
Okay, and then of course at Eurovision you have a lot of chance to link up with the songwriters of other countries, and that's why it's a good chance to be here.
Exactly, that's why we are here, and to meet you all. It's also a big prize.
You are here with on your own initiative, but Belarus has got Aliona Lanskaya, and it's a tradition that after the national final in Belarus, the song is changed. can you explain why that is, maybe?
Почему песня меняется? Ну, традиция после национального отбора постоянно песня меняется. Традиция страны немножко.
Is it the same another situation with other countries?
No. No,
Only Belarus?
Belarus, yeah.
Скажи, что мы хотим чем-то
You
отличаться.
know, we like girls that are all the time changing their dress.
Yeah.
Хотим чем-то отличаться от других стран.
Oh yeah, we want to be like
Like no other
like
country.
not all countries, you know.
I think it's maybe like a panic. What we have to do to win? No, I think it's something like that. It's попытка.
It's trying.
It's trying to make something better than it we have.
It's, you know, when we have national selection, so we have competition between artists from our country. So they are not so European, and a little more European song, and you can win. But here, you have to prepare very carefully. Maybe this is the reason, I think.
It's like two steps to these contests. At first, we want we win in our selection, and then we have a time to think what to do
to make probably a better delivery to Europe with a better song. So that's what happened with Aliona Lanskaya this year. That it's Soleil.
Dmitri, my brother, has the same situation. At first, there was another song, not Working Magic, and и, по-моему, даже не одна менялась.
And it was not even one song he changed. On national selection was a more Russian style song, and then Philip
Kirkorov came on.
saw, yeah, and said, okay, Working Magic.
Right. Do you know Philip Kirkorov? Do you have any connections to him?
Yes, we are not friends, of course, but he knows me, who is me, and then I know who is him.
Because of your brother, you could make up a connection there and have the king of Russian pop write a song for you.
Maybe sometimes I think about it, but it's not the only возможность, как это.
The only opportunity.
But for me, it will be very interesting, and as I know, Philip.
Philip is really good expert in Eurovision. And it's a great honor all the time when he is in the team of the country. And he knows the process, and we saw the results. So of course it's a great honor. But maybe George, he's such a kind of a person. When the result is, I mean, so you go to Eurovision, then he selects band, company, and so on and so on. So now he's in process, he's just thinking.
Скажи, что я, в принципе, там в ближайшее время, когда собираюсь в Москву, может быть, я просто там будет возможность, я пообщался с удовольствием.
In some days he will go to Moscow, and he think about the opportunity to talk,
хотя бы просто
to chat a little bit after this,
of course, and then
everything.
Hopefully we see you at the Eurovision Song Contest next year, the year after.
I think about it, but for me it's большая ответственность, скажи.
It's a very big to represent the country. It's big honor, and
я понимаю, что будет постоянно сравнивать же с Димой.
And of course, he understands that all the time. It's, you know, comparison with Dmitri Koldun. So it's a little bit hard because you all the time have to.
Yeah, but it can also be of advantage.
Yeah, но это
because of the good results.
Да, но мы не хотим пользоваться преимуществом, мы хотим сделать хороший
Yeah, but
работу.
he said we don't want to use the advantage. We want to show good job, really
Yes,
good
of course,
result.
of course, yeah. That's true. Your knowledge of Eurovision, what you remember from watching Eurovision? What a specific moment you remember from Eurovision Song Contest?
This year or in general?
In general.
Какие тебе запоминались вот такие интересные моменты с Евровидения прошлых лет? Что-то такое, вот, когда смотришь, что тебя тронуло?
I very like the song of Loreen, of course.
Euphoria.
Euphoria, but not не потому, что она была из последних, а потому, что мне очень нравится вообще музыкальность и мелодия.
He said he likes this song not because it was the last one, but because it was very specific and melody and voice. So it was good collaboration of all these points.
And I like the song of Johanna. Is it true?
Nice.
He said it all time.
This song is on my playlist in the player.
The phone,
yeah, the phone.
The reason of all this is that Eurovision is not all the time the hard show, expensive dresses. It's sometimes very simple things: talent, voice, and hard work.
And money.
Oh. This year's Eurovision Song Contest here in Malmoe, have you had a chance to hear the songs, watch the performances?
Only the first semi-final участники.
Competitors.
Yes.
Okay.
I very like Moldova. I like Ukraine. I like Russia. And where is on my telephone?
Only Love Survives.
We, by the way, today had an interview with Zlata Ognjević, so they already also talked.
Denmark, Moldova, Ireland, Belgium, Russia, Ukraine. It's my favorites in the first.
Great Britain also.
It's Great Britain. I very like and love Bonnie Tyler. She's the second artist. I попросил сфотографироваться.
I asked to make a photo.
I never asked nobody. The first was David Coverdale. Not David Coverdale. Roger Glover from Deep Purple, bass guitarist, and now Bonnie Tyler.
So you know he had a very big album.
So
my photos, 2 pages. Okay.
Well, actually, what type of music, or how would you define your musical style that you sing yourself? Your own music? You sing in pop, rock, ballads?
I think it's important to be talented at all, not only in one direction. I like. My music is. I don't understand what the style because I like different styles and I try to mix it. I like to play in natural instruments like guitar and synthetic sound. It's very interesting result, and I very like to use many back vocals because my music is electric light orchestra, Uriah Heep, and something like that. Too many vocal parts, and almost all parts is my voices in studio. I like to experiment.
It's like a little bit like rock ballads with the using of
symphony
pop,
moments,
acoustic versions.
It's better to listen and to understand.
Is that on the CD on here as well? So we will be able to actually hear it after the interview. We're going to play it on the show. And well, yeah, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with us about your music. And we wish you all the best of luck to come to the Eurovision Song Contest, to have success in your music business. But it's not only Eurovision, of course. You have also other music competitions or performances in Belarus, in Europe. Have a good.
Thank you for good words.
And we want to say that we are crossing fingers for Netherlands this year, and a big hello to everybody in this nice country, because we like it very much.
We like Amsterdam.
Have fun in Amsterdam, okay. Thanks very much. It's Georgi Koldun and
Victoria.
Victoria. Nice to meet you and.